Welcome back, everybody, to more StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. This is going to be the final act of Heart of the Swarm. We're going to be doing the last two missions today. And today we're going to crush them. It's going to be great. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. It's going to be hardcore. We're going to have a lot to do here in these next two missions. But first, let's enjoy some conversations, because apparently everybody wants to talk right now.
The Terrans have no idea you're with me. They don't know about the Primal Zerg.
We will collect them.
You will surprise them. They have always used our psionic connection against us.
The Primal Zerg do not have this connection. The Primal Zerg do not need this.
Exactly.
I have seen more of the Terrans than ever before. In some way, I feel sorry for them.
How so?
They have their nations and their clans, but each one of them is alone inside. I wish I could help them by taking their essence for the swarm and then killing them.
Yeah, that's not fucked up at all.
You sit in that palace like a spider at the center of its web. But your
Welcome
web
to the
is falling
stream.
apart around you, Minsk.
There were so many ways to fail. I feared we would not make it to the surface, but we did. You have made us so powerful, but when you have your revenge, will you leave us?
I am one with the swarm, Isha. If we survive this fight, we have even greater battles ahead. We will face them together.
Here you are, at the enemy's doorstep. It is almost over.
I don't think it will be that simple. It never is with Arcturus. He thinks around you, that one. He knows where you'll walk before you do.
But you've been part of so many of his plans. As accomplice or victim? I am sure you learned a trick or two, yes?
I did. We'll find out very soon if I was a good student.
Oh yeah, we will. I don't feel like I need to change my my Kerrigan loadout for this. This is the last evolution mission in the game.
Dominion laboratory discovered on Core Hall.
So
Experimenting on Ultralisks. Able to turn research against them.
yes, thank you, Avatar. So the noxious strain and the Torask strain, basically every so often they release a poison gas cloud that damages enemies, or they can revive after being killed via a cocoon resurrection. Guess which one I'm going to end up taking. It's not that the noxious strain is without value, but it's definitely not nearly as good.
Dominion Xeno Research Facility, Metis. Zerg inside. Can capture. Can use.
Minsk certainly wants to keep us out, but we can use his own specimens against him.
This is funny.
And Ultralisk. I could do a lot with this one. Hear me, Ultralisk. Break free. Fight to the door. Kill anything in your path.
He was shooting it while screaming to death.
What is going on in there?
There. Destroy that containment cell and free those Ultralisk.
Toxic compound released. Great potential. Bonding to Ultralisk sequences. Noxious strain. Releases poisonous explosion. Damages enemies in target area.
The problem is that explosion can only be used every 10 seconds.
I want this facility under control now!
However, just being near them also causes them to take AoE damage.
Contain those specimens, or the Emperor will have your head!
I apologize if this is not the most entertaining viewing. It's an evolution mission. None of these are particularly interesting.
What are you people doing? Shoot them!
That's exactly what they are doing! Idiots.
Research facility crippled. Specimens freed. Proceeding to subsequent metal ground. Outskirts of August Grad. Military housing. Supply center. Facility must be destroyed. Experimental nuclear weapons produced within.
The bridge is guarded by Dominion forces. Move forward. Secure the passage.
I love this entire scene. This sequence is hilarious as all hell.
Ultralisk incoming! Fire the warhead! Now!
Sir, it's still experimental. We don't know what it'll do.
Fire the damn warhead now!
It's always fun to watch Manx freak the fuck out.
Analyzing damage. Radioactive compound infecting Ultralisk.
Make use of it.
Integrating with atrophied evolutionary path. Ultralisk strain Torask. Resuscitates dead tissue. Revives creature.
So basically what this does is Ultralisks are 300 minerals and 200 gas. This upgrade allows them to revive once every 60 seconds if they take enough damage to die. They just turn into a cocoon when they do for a little while.
Put those monsters down and keep them down!
Cocoon forms upon death. Will revive momentarily.
And the cocoon takes 10 seconds to hatch and has 200 hit points.
Get back up! Oh, that ain't right!
So it's not the most vulnerable thing in the world, even if it's obviously also not perfect. It's still possible for it to die. It's just it's not guaranteed if you can keep fighting after it goes down until it gets back up.
Another warhead!
Nobody likes you, Manx. You can stop nuking us.
Additional Ultralisks ready. Delivering now.
This is overkill. But it's also kind of necessary. Oh wow, they actually blew up one of the cocoons. They just keep getting back up! That's freaking horrifying. Oh, God.
Facility destroyed. Experimental weapon production no longer possible. Will prepare Ultralisk sequence. Returning to evolution pit. Sequences ready for integration. Evolution complete.
AoE damage versus revival upon death. Why is this even a debate?
Your broods are ready, my queen. The invasion of Augustgrad begins at your command.
The Inquisition. Let's begin. I'm sorry.
Kerrigan, look at what you have wrought.
Here I am referencing a Noble
Thousands
exploding.
dead, all for your revenge.
Their blood is on your hands, Arcturus. You made every part of this happen.
I have done great and terrible things, it is true. And I would again, to protect humanity from monsters like you.
You use words like weapons, Arcturus, but words cannot save you now.
Oh, oh, I have other weapons. I just wanted to say goodbye, Kerrigan.
Our outlying broods are being eradicated.
The Terrans have deployed a Side Destroyer. It corrupts our own hive mind, ripping us apart from the inside. The field will quickly kill any Zerg who enters it.
Understood. Listen to me, all of you. The Dominion will launch an assault in a moment.
A diversion. To keep us from dealing with the Side Destroyer.
Yes, and we're going to let them think we're diverted. Zagara, you have the swarm. Hold the middle. Stukov, take a force and screen her flanks. And Dahaka, this is your moment.
The device uses this psi connection you share. But I do not have a psi connection. I will not need it.
Exactly. Gather your pack.
Always have a contingency.
Let's see what your Side Destroyer can do next.
Oof.
The swarm is going to be torn apart. We have to shut down this field now. Dahaka, this is the central hub of the Side Destroyer. We're going to bring it offline permanently. The Side Destroyer uses power links to extend its range. Disable them, and the field will shut down temporarily.
This field poses no threat to me. I will rip apart this power link myself.
Once the field is down, I'll command the swarm and destroy their defenses.
Then it is time to act. I listen.
What is that creature?
More. A Terran machine hides above. I will destroy it.
So Dahaka is a cliff jumper,
Zerg! Here, that's impossible.
and he's actually a very strong unit in terms of what he can do. We'll get to see what he can do over the course of this mission.
Must mend wounds. Essence.
Excuse me.
Watchful. I must go. I gather my pack. We will return and destroy the next power link.
The destroyer field is down. Prepare a hive cluster for combat.
The Side Destroyer is rerouting power. The field will reactivate shortly.
Keep me informed on its progress, Isha. For now, I'm going to crush the Dominion. What is it this time? Yes. Go! Attack while the field is down! Conquest continues. No time present. Make your peace deal, Queen. It is time. Hold me. Speak.
Fine, fine.
I am sworn.
Just nuke that because I can.
Your queen listens.
All right. That mops the floor with the troops at our flanks. We're gonna dump a whole bunch of resources into getting a lot of dudes. So there's a lot to unpack with this map.
Speak.
Oh, that was a roachling.
Make your peace. We are without limit. The storm conquers all.
Good luck killing her, I'm just saying. It won't happen. Alright, I'm gonna build a whole bunch of overlords so that I can build a fairly sizable army.
Our conquest continues.
I'm gonna let Kerrigan start popping and dropping. Kill him. And if you haven't noticed, she basically can't die right now.
Your queen is under attack.
Alright, I need 2 more Eva
The
chambers.
swarm has met the enemy.
I need a Hydralisk den because they don't start you with fucking anything. I need a Roach Warren.
Your queen is under attack.
And because I have mopped the Terrans up there,
Speak. What is it this time?
okay.
Energy spike detected. The destroyer field will reactivate soon.
I don't really care. Mutate a couple of spires.
All forces, pull back to the hive cluster.
Alright, everybody retreat. Here comes the next wave.
Kerrigan, you and your swarm will never threaten humanity again after today.
Dahaka, the field's returned. I've pulled back the swarm. It's up to you now.
My pack is ready, eager to destroy the power link. I follow.
Retribution will be mine.
This device reeks of fire and death. I should drag it to me. I listen.
So he's got the yoink ability from the, what is it called? It's basically a duct from the Viper. I don't know why I couldn't remember the name. Don't mind me. Sometimes I am just a silly person. Surprise, motherfucker! Gimme. Yoink. Yoink.
So much essence. Watch.
Yoink. Shit. I left that plank exposed. I'm an idiot. Okay. There we go.
My task is complete. I will return.
We've brought down the field. Strike now.
We've also wiped out their outer defenses.
Speak.
Okay. We've wiped out the outer defenses the Dominion have. Oh, I don't have an Ultralisk Cavern. I know what I'll do. Oh, I need a hive. Damn, you didn't start me with a hive. Okay. My tier 2 air upgrades. About to get my tier 3 ground upgrades researched.
My queen, the Psi destroyer field will reactivate momentarily.
Yes, it will. I'm gonna bring my queens over here just to rapid transfuse this until it works. Go drop my Ultralisk Cavern over there. A lot of people like to use their tech structures as a form of base defense for your hive structure.
Get back to the hive cluster.
I very much prefer not to do that. I'm also going to build a force of Zerglings in case I need to be everywhere at once.
Yes.
Okay, I'm harvesting enough Vespene that I shouldn't have trouble producing any unit composition I could possibly desire.
There's only one power link left. Destroy it.
Terrans, we will break your weapon again. We come for your power link. Spawn now will be your time. Collect their essence.
So Dahaka has the ability to spawn little Dahakas, basically. They can cliff jump like him. They can kind of fight like he can. Oh, no, 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 no.
Your queen listens.
Oh god, I keep forgetting. Oh god. Destroy it. Huh? Oh no!
Retribution.
God damn it! Get him, Zerglings! Get him! Get him! Get trashed. Okay. I don't know how I still have most of my primal units over here. Yoink.
I follow. More essence.
There we go. Those freaking Diamondbacks, man, they hit like trucks.
Warning. The swarm cannot withstand the destroyer field. Our forces must pull back.
They don't have to. No, they don't have to tolerate it for long.
Additional primal troops incoming.
Oh, God. No, that is a bad place for those to be. I get what the goal was, game, but oh no. Okay, I'm gonna hop up here.
I follow.
Okay, there was no reason to hop up here.
Mineral field depleted.
Come here.
The hive clusters are
Killing that Thor without having to fight all the rest of these is the smartest decision I've made. Get trashed.
My task is complete. I will return.
The side destroyer field is permanently offline.
We don't rest until that hub is destroyed. All forces strike now. For the swarm!
Okay. Train a few Ultralisks.
The power links are destroyed. Kill the Terrans. Take their essence.
Let's get an Air Force.
We require more Vespene gas.
Make your peace.
Alright, Dahaka is with us.
We are without limit. This world is
He's going to remain with us for the rest of this mission, and he's going to have all the powers that he had.
no time.
Just drop a Leviathan on the situation, why not?
You're in my way.
Almost lost to Haka.
Retribution will be mine.
Well, there goes his entire second layer of defense. That freaking Viking! He just went down. Oh, I'm gonna take all these dudes on the ground. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, God.
Humanity from you, Kerrigan.
You're not protecting humanity. You're protecting yourself. Shut up. Like, just shut up. This has only ever been about the great glorification of Minsk. But you keep acting like it's something more than that, and it's not. If I hate Minsk, I hate him for that reason, if no other.
We've done it. The Psi Destroyer is finished. Zagara, report.
We are pushing the Dominion into the Imperial sector now.
Was that your last card, Minsk? It wasn't good enough.
Trust me, that wasn't his last card. Yeah, we're about to see so many more problems. Oh God, this final level is a level and a half. But first, the last of the optional conversations.
You've served me well, Dahaka.
I collect much essence from following.
I'm glad to hear it. I still need you in my swarm.
The essence still flows. I still change. I still follow.
That's all there is to say. Now it's time for action.
I will remember what you told me, my queen. But now the time for words is past. Let us kill.
You're right, Zagara. And there's no one I'd rather have as my second for this battle.
Bullshit, there isn't.
Can you feel it, Minsk? All your plans, and lies, and manipulations are crashing down around you. Soon, all the pain you've caused will come back to you.
Whatever comes, I am ready, my queen.
Even if we fall and die in this battle, we've already done the impossible. We've shattered the power of Minsk. It will be up to the Terrans to make something of the opportunity.
That means nothing to the future of the Swarm.
True. But there are still brood mothers in orbit with their leviathans. The Swarm will continue, no matter what. And it will be changed. Forever. In 1 hour, either Arcturus Minsk will be dead, or I will. If I'm still alive, I will set out to find Amon.
The fallen Zalnaga, a being of unknown power.
There's no way we can win.
Then why fight?
Because the only other option is to lie down and die.
Well, I never wanted to die lying down. So, fight a god to the bitter end? That sounds like a worthy death.
That's why I like you, Stukov. Abathur, do you have anything to say?
Swarm has evolved into powerful weapon. Greatest leader.
Greatest? Abathur, everything I've done to the Swarm has been for my own revenge.
Queen determines purpose. When purpose changes, swarm changes. This our function.
You know, sometimes you're not so bad, Abathur.
Unclear.
I'm not really sure what that last statement meant. Did he understand what she meant, or did he just not really care? Or did he not properly comprehend? He's not really an emotional creature, strangely enough.
Northeast sector is clear. We're behind in the eastern corridor.
It's time, Valerian.
The evacuation is still underway.
I I can't afford to hold back any longer.
Promise me you'll avoid civilian centers.
I can't do that. Arcturus would see that pattern in my movements and use it against me.
Then millions will die.
All right. Just stay out of my way, and I'll do what I can.
Come on, Jim. She's still in there. You gotta know. Oh.
Kerrigan, the die is cast. This is the last day your swarm darkens the sky of any planet. Korhal will endure, as will I.
Oh, your planet will endure.
I'll engrave it on your tombstone. Isha, Zagara, Stukov, Dahaka. All my brood mothers, all my queens, hear me. The time for planning and deliberation is past. Now we tear them down, attack, and do not stop until they are all dead. Speak.
Now you all will bow to me.
Yes.
Alright, so this mission... There's a lot to unpack here.
Never should have come back to Korhal. You are surrounded by the Dominion's elite.
You act like I should care.
To save you. How many bodies will you hide behind?
I've had enough of your tongue. Men, whack them out.
We should defend our hive cluster. Spine crawlers are excellent defenses for our hives.
So, one of the first things you need to unpack, every single one of these enemy troops is an elite advanced variant. None of these guys are standard fare Terran soldiers. And I mean none of them. Every single unit you fight is going to essentially be the Korhal equivocation of a mercenary unit.
Your defenses could use some
They've
work.
got more health, more damage, more durability, and they are packing bigger guns. The only real saving grace to your forces is what you have done to them over the course of the game.
Our forces are under attack.
Mutate this into a hive.
Our forces are under attack.
I sense. No. It can't be.
Oh, it is.
My queen, a Terran battle cruiser is inbound on your location.
There's something familiar about. Jim?
Let's finish the job.
I didn't think you would come back.
We're both tied up in whatever happens here today. We do it together.
Jim. Thank you.
Thank me later. It's time you put your war face on.
So, the problem that I have with Jim Raynor is that Jim Raynor is an awful ally. Raynor is not very helpful in this fight at all.
Jim, weren't you supposed to be evacuating civilians?
Valerian and Horner got that handled. I had other things to do.
All right. Keep that left flank clear while I go put a hurt on Minsk.
So... I don't want to unpack this way, but I guess I'm gonna have to. Because I can't be super nice. Jim is not a particularly good ally. He'll keep that left flank covered, but he'll get attacked periodically and need reinforcements. Every time he gets attacked, you will have to head over and reinforce him. You can leave a few assistant troops his way in order to help solve that problem. but it's not always a guarantee, because it's very easy for him to get overrun because he never builds enough. However, just like Arcturus, he's training nothing but super units. He's training a lot of advanced troopers that deal extra assault damage and can tank extra assault damage. So, you know, Jim is not exactly helpless. But the problem that Jim has is that he's not particularly capable at what he's doing either. Because he can't really make any progress. He's just gonna be there, and you're gonna have to deal with the fact that he doesn't really do that much. The reason why this is incredibly frustrating to me, and you can hear it in my voice, I know you can, assuming you're paying attention, whoever's watching this, is because this is the final battle of the Zerg campaign. Alright? This is how Heart of the Swarm ends, and Raynor is barely a functional teammate. I loathe that.
It is time.
The great leader of Raynor's Raiders, and this is the best I can expect from him. Barely able to provide assistance. Oh shit. Nope, 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 nope. Cancel that. Cancel that. Cancel that. Kerrigan. Kerrigan. Oh, that aberration is dead. Oh, thank God they walked into that! Get trashed.
Retribution will be mine.
Okay.
Our forces are under attack.
What did I just do? Okay.
Make school suffer.
I see what happened.
Make your peace.
I forgot there's siege tanks that are occasionally hidden in this forest area, and you have to clear them out.
This world is mine.
Okay.
Yes.
I've got some roaches. This is going to help Kerrigan out a little bit. Drop the Leviathan and I'll let it go beat the shit out of something. Okay. Okay.
Our forces are under attack.
Drop a whole bunch of dudes. Okay. I need to establish some base defenses before I can do anything. So we're going to build a shitload of drones. Oh, it's the Leviathan that keeps getting attacked. Damn it!
Be ready shortly.
This time.
See why I love corpse or roaches?
We are without limit.
That right there. Okay. I don't need that many spore crawlers. Okay.
Sky Fury Squadron, destroy the Hyperion.
Pretty big fleet coming this way. Could use some help taking these guys down.
Oh, for God's sake.
No time.
assholes. Okay.
Retribution will be. Our conquest.
He actually is holding off Sky Fury just fine, it looks like. Never mind. I guess you didn't need help like you thought you did, Jim. Okay. There we go.
Your swarm is assaulting Terran forces in 3 entrenched positions. If you can attack these positions from behind and destroy them, we will join the slaughter.
That was the plan.
Minsk will suffer. This world is mine.
No, no.
Boldly.
Alright, I've built enough defenses that these bases should be able to take care of themselves. Or at least stall until I can build more troops if I have to. I really don't like warhounds.
No time like the present.
Oh, yep.
Our conquest continues.
The fun thing is that that unit was actually cut from the main campaign and was actually supposed to be available to the player. They couldn't make that happen, I guess, so they just made it something that you can use. God damn, really? Good God.
We're almost ready to attack the Dominion. Moving out soon.
Alright.
The way is clear, Zagara. Move your troops into the sector.
With pleasure, my queen.
Now we can use Zagara's troops to kind of leapfrog in here. Oh, hi. Fuck off. Look at that warhound. By the way, another major failure by this game. Why does Zagara have regular Zerglings? Why does she not have Raptor Zerglings? Why does she have normal Hydras? Why are her Hydras not like mine?
No time like the present. We
Okay.
are without limit.
Our allies are in combat.
Alright, deploying some reinforcements to Jim. Queue them up for tier 2. Queue my ground Zerg up for tier 3. Oh, hey, how you doing, Sarah? Welcome to the stream. So far, it's going pretty well. Can't complain too much. Only making a few standard mistakes, you know, the usual.
We are without limit. This world is mine. Retribution.
Alright, let's see here. Well, awesome. Nice to hear you doing well. Put a little Leviathan out here. Oh, it'll repel that just fine.
Destroy humanity's only chance at salvation.
Will you stop pretending like you're anyone's hope for salvation, Minx? Could you do that for 3 freaking seconds? Seriously, dude.
What is it this time?
Just exploring yourself?
Our conquest continues.
We're on the final act of the game. This is the very last mission in this game. Oh geez, my mutalisks are getting scattered all over the place. Let's not, no. Mutas.
What is it this time?
Mutas! Oh my god, mutas. Trying to micro the mutas. They're not behaving. Oops.
The swarm has met the enemy.
Okay, there we go.
Combat mutation.
Your queen is under attack. Stukov, your path is clear.
Understood. Let's finish this.
That's gonna help out Stukov a lot.
We're almost ready to attack the Dominion.
And it's gonna help us.
Moving out soon.
I've been streaming it daily for the last several days. I am gonna be changing games once I finish it at some point. I'm not quite sure what I want to play after this. Oh, you jerks. Yeah, they just hit so damn hard. Okay. That thing is an ass hair away from death. Oh, that's so aggravating.
Retribution will be mine.
Yeah, I've played several shooters in my time. I tend to prefer strategy and tactics games, but I don't mind a good shooter if it's well made.
What is it this time?
What kind of shooters are you referring to? Oh god.
No
Oh,
time.
is that Counter-Strike? Is that the one that I think it is?
Minsk will suffer.
No, I don't play versus multiplayer focused ones, I'm afraid. I've got a couple of friends who play them and enjoy them though. They are good games.
Our conquest continues. Yes.
Our forces are under attack.
Remember this, Reyna? It was nice of your criminal partner to leave it here for me.
I have I don't shame anybody who enjoys those games. If you enjoy that game, you enjoy that game. It's a good. I've never thought that Counter-Strike was a bad game.
You've got to finish this. Go on.
Versus multiplayer focused ones are just not for me. That's all.
Hold on, Jim. I'm coming.
That Odin is never gonna make it to Raynor, by the way.
Our forces are under attack.
Hi! Oh boy, that's a lot of freaking dudes. That's a lot of really big freaking guns, actually.
We did it.
Jesus.
The Odin's down for the count.
How are you holding up?
Don't you worry about us. We're still in this.
You damn well better be, Raynor. I've only been doing this mostly as a hobby over the last several days. I haven't really been able to branch out and turn this into some, like, I haven't been able to turn it into an enterprise yet. Hopefully I can actually keep this squad of mutas alive. Oh, you damn banshees. Go away. Go away.
Moving out soon.
Oh, so rude. They killed each other. I was wondering if that was gonna happen or if the spore crawler was just gonna barely win. I'm gonna send him over here to replace the spine crawler that just died.
What is it this time?
Oh, damn. Just snipe immediately. Oh, by the way, a lot of the research that Raynor somehow has on his troops, for whatever reason, Minsk has it too. Don't ask me why, he just does. I think the developers really just wanted to make this sequence a lot harder and didn't know how to do it.
Our allies are in combat. Our forces are under attack.
That seems like an odd question to ask. I don't even know if I'm going on vacation anytime soon. Yeah, Mutalisk Swarm.
Our allies are in combat.
The avenue is clear of defenders. Dahaka, send your pack into the city.
Yes, we will feast upon their essence.
What is it this time?
I'm sorry, that just felt like a bit of an odd question for somebody I've never met before to ask me. Are you going anywhere on vacation? I have... I don't mean to sound rude. If I sound rude, I apologize. It just seems like an unusual question to ask.
What is it this time? We adapt, yes.
There we go.
We are without point.
That mops up this end. Let the mutas come over and start tearing face over here.
We're almost ready to attack the Dominion. Move it out soon.
Boldly.
I mean, my Zerg have never really stopped attacking the Dominion.
No time.
It's just been waves. I love ability efficiency. If you want to do a caster Kerrigan, this is how you do it. Oh, man. Kaboom. Okay. It sounds like you might need a vacation yourself. Been dealing with too much work? Or do I know how that feels? Pop.
Is it this? Yes. What is it this time? The swarm conquers. Speak. It is time. Yes.
If you'll forgive me for saying so, I don't know how comfortable I am talking about whether or not
What is it this time?
I'm going somewhere specific on vacation with somebody I just met.
Speak.
The dominion of man is stronger than you. We will see your ashes spread to the wind.
That's a lot of freaking dudes, Minx.
Men, stop the Queen of Blades for humanity.
Oh, hey, Jim. You showed up right when we already won.
Zagar, take command. I have an appointment with the
It's okay. I don't want to be rude about it either or make it into something. I had somebody come in not long ago who was damned and determined to get my Discord handle from me. And they were less than polite 2 streams ago when they did not get what they were asking for. Which told me they were probably asking for it for reasons that are less than appropriate. But I'm not blaming anybody for anything. It's just why I probably won't be handing that information out. And now for the amazing ending of Part of the Swarm. Take care, Jennifer.
Hello, Kerrigan. I've been waiting for you.
I'm surprised you haven't tried to escape.
Escape? My dear, I'm afraid you've got it all wrong.
I don't think I've got it all wrong, Jumbo.
Really? Did you think I'd keep an animal like you close to me without some kind of insurance policy?
I hate Arcturus.
Clearly, you are my greatest failure. Now, at long last, you will die.
You ain't that lucky.
Change of plans.
You can never suffer enough for all the lives you've ruined, Arcturus.
Made you into a monster, Kerrigan.
You made us all into monsters.
Crispy fried tyrant. My favorite.
Thank you, Jim. For everything.
My pleasure, darling. Always was.
I now see my true enemy. He waits for me in the void, wielding powers I cannot imagine. I go to face him, having renounced everything. my humanity, my identity, the man I love. But I will not face this enemy alone. I am the Swarm.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm. As far as a continuation to this, to the StarCraft 2, what are my feelings, I guess? Transition from the campaign to the co-op and the multiplayer is still a very difficult process. I feel like this game definitely could be doing better than it has been in a number of ways with that. I do like the power fantasy and the power trip. I do like how they tried to incorporate evolution into the Zerg Swarm. I feel like the Zerg evolution missions from unit to unit could definitely do with a little bit better writing, because in a lot of cases it just feels like Deus Ex Machina. Randomly the Swarm can do this and randomly it can do that for some of them. There's a lot of them where they actually use logic for mutations and evolutions, but I don't think there's enough. And the biggest criticism that I could definitely give with that is Primal Kerrigan. Primal Kerrigan looks exactly like the original Infested Kerrigan, with maybe a little bit of overhaul. There's not really much of a appearance difference here, to the point where she still looks more or less human. If she truly became Primal Zerg, she would evolve into something beyond that, though, because those creatures are a hyper-evolutionary and bioadaptable species. And while she definitely has a lot of extra frills that typical humans and Terrans are never going to have, she still retains a humanoid, fast and agile shape. And I don't feel like she'd retain that if her body was in a state of constant evolution. It seems to be that the implication is she's empowering her mind more than anything. But I don't really like that, because Zerg aren't just about evolving the mind, they are primarily about evolving the body. So that's kind of the biggest sin I think that this game has. I kind of understand why they probably did it. They probably had asset constraints and time constraints and such for development of what they wanted to do with her. They also probably didn't want to make her look too inhuman so that she wasn't a particularly relatable individual in terms at least of appearance. But if you are developing a alien race, particularly an extremely violent hive mind insect-like alien race like this one is, I don't feel like looking too human is something you need to prioritize for relatability in a character, and I definitely don't think you should be prioritizing relatability for a character leading an alien faction. The main trick and issue that I would say with that, though, is Kerrigan was human, so some of her motivations and such need to remain human, and it would probably take a lot more nuancing rather than just making her a gigantic revenge-driven rage machine over the course of the game. But trying to have her find a way to, I don't know, attach herself to her humanity while she's slowly losing it, and nuance her loss of humanity and what's really making her shed it from her perspective, would probably have made that work better. I won't claim to be a writer with any particularly elite skill at my back, but that just seems to me what I would probably try and do if I really wanted to make their transition from human to hive mind alien lord something to relate to. And obviously, because of how fast this game moves and how fast the story moved, they didn't really take the time to do that. It's not the worst sci-fi experience you'll ever have. It's definitely, this is a good one. If you like real-time strategy games and for whatever reason you haven't picked this game up, I recommend it. I know a lot of people aren't exactly big fans of Blizzard lately, and I I completely understand why. But this is definitely a game that I would recommend picking up if you enjoy RTS, because it's a really good RTS. I really enjoyed Heart of the Swarm. I had a ton of fun with Heart of the Swarm, and I'm going to keep having fun with this series because after Heart of the Swarm, I am now going to, since I've got just under an hour to work with, I'm going to try and run the 3 Protoss prologue missions before we get into the main campaign of the Protoss, so that I can show you guys what I do when I play the Protoss and how I play the Protoss. I might try to show off as many of the Protoss units as possible because none of them are bad. And once I've completed Legacy of the Void, I will be moving on to Nova Covert Ops. So you guys will get this bonus campaign, don't worry. That's coming. But first we are going to... Here we go. We are going to get started with Whispers of Oblivion for Legacy of the Void. In this era of great uncertainty, the Dark God Amon has been reborn on an unknown world, heralding doom for all life in the Caprulu sector. Before returning to his people to face their judgment, Zeratul scours the galaxy to find a way to stop the coming darkness. In this late hour, he seeks the last fragments of an ancient prophecy that could provide a ray of hope.
As it was foretold, Amon, the Dark God, lives again. If any hope remains for our galaxy, it lies in the hands of the Zelnaga. Only one piece of the prophecy remains unfulfilled. That on the world where Amon was reborn, the last light will be revealed. There is one being who knew that location. A creature known as Samir Duran, or to the Terrans, as Larue.
He was known to the Terrans as Samir Duran first.
A long-forgotten Mobius facility. I must hope his secrets still rest within its walls.
Zeratul, it is a great honor. I am Praetor Talus, and I humbly request your aid. An unknown force has been abducting Templar from our colony worlds. My forces and I have managed to track them to a Terran facility, but we are under attack by the Swarm.
The Swarm? I'm on my way, Talus. May Adun hide you until I arrive.
Now, why would the Swarm be attacking the Protoss?
Our brethren are being held prisoner across the complex. We must free them before the Swarm overwhelms the facility.
Zeratul, I thought I sensed your presence. Let's not mince words. Why are you here?
This place holds information I seek, and my captured brethren. I intend to free them both from the Terran's grip.
This facility is a breeding ground for Amon's hybrid army. My swarm will erase it from existence. But I know that won't stop you. So let me make this clear. Stay out of our way, Zeratul.
Do not fear. We will not abandon this fight, Talus. If we are swift and clever, we can avoid the Swarm.
Very well. I have made our nexus point ready for your order.
Alright, I hate to do this, but I am going to pause this. I'm going to let everybody know who's going to be watching here in a second. I'm sorry, I need to use the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back. I'm very sorry. I did not mean to have to do that in the middle of the stream. Let's get back on track. Okay.
The captive Templar are kept just ahead. Ready your blades, warriors.
Yeah, fuck it. Again, I need to look at the game speed. Yeah, the game speed is set to normal again. Go ahead and set it to faster. Again, if you play slower, you'll be able to see.
Kerrigan will send the swarm to destroy the
You'll still be able to do
reactor.
everything that I'm doing.
We must free our brothers before that.
I just play at the fastest possible game speed because I've had to adapt to it.
Dark prelates, we will need to cross the swarm's attack route to reach the captives. Move forward only when it is clear. Avoid the Zerg's forces at all costs.
Yeah, so the game very, very readily wants you to avoid directly antagonizing the Zerg. With the limited access to Protoss tech that we currently have, attacking the swarm is suicide. You cannot handle Kerrigan's forces. That's just not possible.
The swarm gathers for an attack. Warriors, stay clear of the Zerg's path.
Okay, so the way working with the Protoss works is the Zerg build hatcheries, Terrans build factories, barracks, and starports. The Zerg then build structures to be able to produce various units. Terrans will sometimes have to do this as well. Protoss build gateways and robotics facilities and starports. So Protoss have to build a lot. But the thing about the Protoss is that their forces, while typically more expensive than the other factions, are also more powerful on average from a unit-to-unit basis. And what you are seeing is I'm just trying to build up my economy here and get my forces going. I'm trying to get enough Vespene to be able to just start picking up upgrades.
Not enough energy.
There's enough energy now.
Eliminate the Protoss base. Glory to our master.
This is why I didn't move out, by the way. You get attacked by Vikings pretty readily. So the first two Protoss units we have access to are Zealots and Stalkers. I went over this when I did the Protoss mini-campaign in the Terran campaign, but I'm going to go over it now as well, just in case anybody did not watch that and is instead just here for the Protoss. It's perfectly acceptable if, you know, that's the case. I'm not judging you either way. Drop another Zealot here. Okay. Alright, so I need to build a robotics facility, which is going to demand more minerals than I currently have. I need a Templar Archives, because I want to be able to show off one or two interesting units in this mission. Drop a Stalker.
Upgrade complete. I'm here in the shadows.
Drop a Stalker. Gotta get those tier 1 upgrades. Go ahead and drop a Pylon here. The trick is to just always try to find a way to keep building stuff and give yourself a reason to build things. You know, if you don't know what might happen, try to build some base defenses that might help you accommodate for this. Or if you don't know what might happen, try to construct some additional troops. You never know what kind of soldiers you're going to need. Okay, warp in a Dark Shrine. Get a couple more pylons. We're about done as far as economy is concerned.
You have not enough minerals.
We are one with it.
You may have noticed that I built one more probe than I needed. I'm going to be moving this probe with these troops once I've got enough photon cannons to not actually need anything. Okay, we can now actually construct an immortal, which we're going to go ahead and do. I don't think I'm going to get a robotics bay because a Colossus is not really feasible here.
It shall be as you say.
And we're going to go ahead and move him over here.
Base is under attack.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of photon cannons here for that.
Upgrade complete.
I'm going to build a couple more just to be safe.
I return to serve.
So the way I tend to work with Zealots is these are disposable melee tanks. They're going to tank shit for us. They're going to eat a lot of the attacks that we need them to eat, so that units that can really lay on punishment pretty thick, like Stalkers, can assail the enemy, or Immortals. Essentially, the Zealots are going to be tanking a lot of this punishment so that our important units don't have to.
Consumed. They are slaves to the hybrid.
Intriguing.
Okay.
The Zerg forces will move soon. We must be cautious.
No, I don't.
State thy bidding.
I don't have to be cautious at all. What the fuck you're talking about?
Tear apart their reactor. The Queen of Blades demands it.
Oh, I forgot to bring the others, Zealots up.
Thank you. We believed the end was at hand.
What do you know of this facility, Zealot?
The Terrans tortured us, experimented upon our flesh. Most did not survive. I have seen foul work of this nature before, but Narud is dead. Whose hand brought you here? Alas, I know not. Praetor, we wish to join you, to avenge our brothers in arms.
Then ready yourselves, Templar.
Ready yourselves indeed. Into war we will go.
Warriors, there is another cell ahead. Go forth and claim the vengeance you seek.
Aww. There we go.
shall stand against the darkness.
Terrans are warping in. Impossible.
They are experimenting with pylon technology. We should eliminate these Terrans and reclaim the pylon for ourselves. Another wave of Zerg gathers.
They cut that poor medic to pieces.
Reclaiming the pylon now. It is hard to believe such primitive beasts could manipulate our technology.
The swarm is upon you, Mobius Core. We are a tide of death that does not break.
I will.
Kerrigan, please stop destroying this place.
I will comply. Thus I serve.
Break that coupling and it extends the bridge.
Well done. Destroying the bridge control has extended a walkway to our nexus point.
Gotta love a good psionic storm.
Your time is running short, Zeratul.
Kerrigan, you know as well as I that Amon lives. Slaying his hybrid is a meaningless act. We must awaken the Zelnaga.
No response. Huh. Better to reason with a stone than a Zerg. The final cell awaits us, Zeratul. We should delay no longer.
The swarm will begin another assault soon.
Those who side with Amon's hybrid deserve no mercy. Devour them whole.
You can build a forward base here if you want. You don't have to. I'm just doing it because I can, and I want to show you that this is a completely viable strategy. You typically won't need it. Gotta love feedback. I like that the campaign Protoss, what do you call them? High Templar actually have a attack, a normal attack.
We shall solve data plus the darkness. I heed the call.
I'm a terrible person.
Thus I serve.
Having an attack makes it easier for them to have a more fixed position.
Thus I serve. We are Manus.
Psionic Storm for the win, baby.
Both pylons have been returned to our rightful control. Warping in reinforcements now.
I heed the call.
Not that I need them.
My charm. My life for hire. In unity there is strength.
growing stronger. Push forward with all our might!
The hybrid are free. Strike them down.
We have freed our brothers!
We thank you, brothers. The Tal'Darim have been abducting Templar, bringing them to Terran stations, turning us into hybrid.
The Tal'Darim? Those heretics have never ventured so close to our worlds.
This can only be the work of Amon. Templar, where were they holding you? The Zelnaga Temple, unlike any I have seen. It was called Eris, but its location was kept a secret from us. Mobius and the Tal'Darim both served under Naru's command. He would have known the location of this temple.
Indeed.
The Atreus system. This is where Amon was reborn, deep within the Sigma Quadrant, and under Tal'Darim guard.
You have aided me in my quest, Zeratul. I am honor-bound to help you in yours. We shall help you claim this temple.
Yay! The Sigma Quadrant.
My forces have secured a location near the temple grounds, and we are ready to move against the Tal'Darim. This should prove to be a truly glorious battle, brother.
Mission 2, here we go.
The Temple of Eris. Within those ancient walls lies our last hope.
Tal'Darim, seal the temple. None enter until my work is done. Any who defies my order will answer to their High Lord with blood.
The Tal'Darim High Lord is here. This surely bodes ill.
Our difficulties do not end there, Zeratul. This world is in its death throes. The Vespene reserves beneath the surface are turbulent. The planet is in a state of constant eruption.
These fissures are the last remaining source of Vespene. We will have to brave them to raise our army.
I pray this temple of yours is worth it.
Yeah, I don't like this mission. So, the game just kind of keeps giving you access to technology you didn't have before and expecting you to figure it out. This is the Void Ray. The Void Ray is basically a death machine that murders instantaneously any enemy units that get anywhere near it.
This counter will keep you aware of the current seismic pressure. Be prepared to move out. I expect a fissure will erupt shortly.
The prologue is never really anything super difficult, though. It's not impossible to manage. Again, if you're relatively competent at the game, it's not hard. By this point, you should have a relatively basic idea of what you're doing anyway. In order to be able to get this mission working, there's quite a bit you actually have to do. The only way to get Vespene, at least the mission initially makes it seem like this is the only way to get Vespene, is for you to attack any enemies that are near these fissures. And anytime seismic pressure pops, you just go ahead and collect what you need. The game is not necessarily telling you the whole truth, though.
Fissures are forming in these locations. We will need to move quickly to collect the best speed.
State thy bidding.
Build a couple of gateways.
Very well.
Okay.
Intriguing. Veraku.
Construct a forge. Get a Templar Archives. Build another gateway.
The Dark God has no use for you. He will not suffer you to live.
Ask me if I care what the Dark God thinks.
Very wise.
Get a Dark Shrine. Construct a Stargate.
The Tal'Darim are mining these rock formations.
Yes, I'm detecting a strong seismic reading in those locations. They must hide something of value. We should take a closer look.
Intriguing.
Start cutting you boys up.
Veraku. We move unseen.
Zeratul, I am detecting another eruption. Fissure locations have been marked.
There we go. Now we can start getting some Vespene.
A natural Vespene event. I will have the Void Seeker begin extracting it from orbit.
Great. So yeah, we've got one Vespene vent. You'll notice that's not really getting us a whole lot. We're gonna have to make do mostly with zealots for right now, and photon cannons for base defense. Go ahead and construct a few cannons over there, just to protect my own assets. We should have a strong enough force now to belt our way through here. I'm gonna need that Vespene over there for stalkers.
You must construct additional pylons.
Oh, I am supply blocked. You must construct additional pylons. I swear everybody knows that meme. Just building a few pylons to expand the power field.
Cold is the void. Very well. Our pylon is under attack.
There we go. Yeah. Alright, we've got 2 Vespene vents under our control now. That's actually really good.
Eruption imminent. Fissures are appearing here.
Craft some cannons there. Alright. So the Tal'Darim have outposts scattered all over this map. It's one of the reasons I haven't really been super aggro about going from location to location. I really didn't want to have to try and take them all on at once. I still don't want to do that. But at this point, I've got enough stay and fight muscle. I think I can handle this. Alright, let's go get some Vespene. It's kind of the thing with Stalkers. Stalkers are really not good if they don't have backup. If you can't back up those Stalkers with some melee presence, they're going to get shredded. I'm going to build another probe that I'm going to be able to use to send out there. They give you a couple of bases to use for minerals in case you start to run low on minerals or maybe even run out of minerals. I don't want my High Templar going up there first. As you can see, Tal'Darim Immortals don't handle Zealots and Stalker combinations very well. It's a very rock-solid combination that will see you through the majority of the game very readily. If you want a near brain-dead way to be able to play this game, that's definitely what I would recommend. There we go. Wipe out the remaining forces here in this outpost.
In unity, there is strength. Upgrade complete.
Additional fissures detected in these locations.
More Vespene. Another enemy outpost. This is why you build up a very strong force before you start moving out. Let's wipe out the enemy troops here. Or what's left of their base. Oh, it's just that.
Then he shall be disappointed.
No shit. Please go assist those zealots. They're getting attacked by a colossus. Fucking rude. There we go.
We seek empowerment. Thus I serve. In unity, there is strength. We are lands.
Excellently done, Zeratul. The Void Seeker is now extracting Vespene from all 3 vents.
Ah, I now have the ability to call down a lot of extra soldiers.
Upgrade complete.
Zeratul, I am detecting another eruption. Fissure locations have been marked.
You don't have to build these units. I just really like building High Templar. I may or may not really just enjoy the power of casters. What you just saw there is actually proof as to why you might not always want to just be building those. You really need a healthy base of stalkers. And you'll notice I'm running out. Let's get some melee presence out here.
We embrace the glory of battle. We face the enemy. I hear the shadows.
Come get them, stalkers.
There is strength. We are focused. I will comply.
There we go. Get some zealots. You'll probably be rebuilding zealots a lot. We're almost ready to take down the final thing here.
Thus I serve. Olak Natal. Let our enemy know our fury.
Our forces are closing upon the temple. We should gather our warriors and strike as one.
temple will be ours.
Here, here, to glorious battle!
I lost all my zealots to the enemy assault forces. Oops, I broke the door down.
The way forward is clear at last.
Yes, but the Tal'Darim are not known to take defeat lightly. They will come to rescue their High Lord, and in force.
Go, Zeratul. Find the answers you seek within the temple. Our blades shall grant you the time you need.
You have my thanks, Talus. And Taro Tassadar.
Adun Toridas, brother.
And he goes with a host of stalkers and nothing else. Alright, so that was mission 2 of the Protoss prologue. We're going to go ahead and do the third mission because I have the time today and I'm not really too worried about it.
Shadow hide you, my friend.
This is also the final mission of the Protoss prologue mini-campaign. Honestly, I'm not really sure why they broke it up into prologue, main game, epilogue, instead of just main game and epilogue, but they did.
The intruders breached the temple. They will be upon us shortly. Seal the access way. I will contact the Master. As the blade of Amon wills.
Zeratul, the Tal'Darim are retaliating. Hybrid are assaulting our forces. Have you made it into the temple safely?
Indeed, but the access way has been sealed. The Tal'Darim likely suspect an intrusion.
My Templar are engaged with the enemy. You will have to continue on alone for now. I will do my best to monitor your movements.
Warriors, we must press on. The fate of our galaxy depends on it. I will be redeemed. Deliver these unbelievers unto the void. Cold is the Shozak Maknul. Force fields. We will have to break through. My allegiance is yours. That photon cannon will reveal my presence. But if I enshroud us in void armor, we will be protected from its assault.
Blink is your standard short-range teleport. You should be very familiar with it by now. Void Armor is basically, hi, I am nearly invincible, because it gives you a massive boost to your shields. That boost is temporary, very temporary, but it's useful.
The Tal'Darim have constructed anti-air cannons on the temple ramparts. Destroy them, Zeratul, and I can send you reinforcements.
You address me?
His attack speed is kind of stupid.
Well done. I am sending you reinforcements now.
She does give us some extra troops. Unfortunately, all she gives us are extra stalkers. That's not really a bad thing, but we don't have any melee presence to be able to absorb blows for the stalkers, and we're not gonna get it.
Shadow strike shall be your undoing, abomination.
Because the game is gonna rely on a lot of teleportation antics, and there's not a single melee monger unit that teleports.
An observer overhead. It will reveal my presence. We should navigate around. En Arudin Rashagal.
If you blink your stalkers out of the way of enemy attacks, it will make the AI retarget. Stop talking.
I believe another of the Tal'Darim's cannons lies ahead.
You've destroyed another cannon, I see. Well done. Reinforcements are inbound.
That one's as simple as using void armor and then your shadow strike, and all of a sudden you've won the fight.
Honor commands.
Oh, it gave us a couple of High Templar.
In the service of ire. This alcove overlooks the central chamber. That must be where the lash is hidden. Truthbringer, the Terrans have failed in led these intruders here. The great work is in jeopardy. Abandon your fear, Malash. Redemption is at hand. Your universe will be freed of its suffering. Ready your people for war and await my command. It will be done. The Tal'Darim follow Amon to war. We are too late.
There is still hope, Zeratul. That device, the Tal'Darim are using it to communicate with Amon.
Yes, and if we destroy it, we can delay Amon's forces long enough to warn Artanis. I will see it done.
And that's our next objective.
The Dark Prelate is nearby. Find him.
I love how, like, those observers are still cloaked, but somehow I can fucking see them. Oh, Zeratul's a detector. That's how he can see them.
The chosen descend upon you.
Oh wow, I almost lost a stalker in that engagement.
My burdens
Need to be a little more careful than that. Okay, the damaged one is over there. Oh, hi.
You address me?
I'm amazed that I took that much damage through void armor.
I will erase. This should be the last of the Tal'Darine's cannons. En Aradim Rashana.
There we go.
The particle cannons have been destroyed, and I am sending you the last of our available forces. Fight with honor, brothers.
Okay, I got all the bonus objectives. Now, now comes regret.
I will erase the deed.
Jesus, Zeratul is taking a ton of damage.
A great power flows through here. It is as if the temple is linked directly to the void itself. You are finally cornered, Nerazine. Tal'Darim, the true god demands their death.
What the fuck do you mean I'm cornered? You're the one getting shit canned, dude. Why don't you learn to read the flow of a fight? Oh no, I'm petrified.
It is done. The Tal'Darim are severed from Amon's guidance. Trust me.
So here's where I get to live with a little bit of regret.
Detecting a powerful fluctuation of void energies.
I kept everybody alive up to that point, which is also one of the achievements to the mission.
Zeratul, the keystone shall usher you unto hope.
Tassadar. Can it be? Talus, I have been granted a vision from beyond. The answer to our salvation.
Oh yeah, it's a real good answer. Oh shit, that answer just killed most of my troops.
Shall come by my hand alone. Let your suffering come to its end.
Fuck off.
Amon is collapsing the temple. I must leave now.
So, one of the criticisms that's often levied towards StarCraft 2, particularly in Legacy of the Void, is that Amon is not a very good villain. And this is a very good criticism because Amon is not a very good villain. I would argue that if you played Metal Gear Rising, you would basically know Amon's motivations because you will have met Monsoon if you went far enough into the game. And Monsoon is just not an interesting villain because he believes that everything about humanity is just memes. Like, memes are the DNA of the soul. Memes are all that make anything. Existence is completely pointless. He's a nihilist. He's basically just a giant fucking nihilist. And it's dumb. And the reason why I find it to be dumb is because nihilism tends to be one of the cheapest excuses that just about any writer will use for somebody just being the ultimate I don't care machine and will commit any atrocity I want. Mercifully, Monsoon isn't really that bad about it because number one, he's not the main villain, and number two, he's not around very long, and number three, when he gets his, man, he gets his. I am, like, stuck over here because Zeratul didn't blink appropriately. I tried to move him over there earlier beforehand for explicitly that reason.
Thank the gods this pathway is clear. Talus, I am nearly upon you.
The trick to this level, by the way, is keep moving. If the fight doesn't feel like it's worth it, then don't fight it.
I am detecting your signal now.
Because it's probably not worth your time.
There is no time, Zeratul. Make your escape. I will deal with the Tal'Darim.
There must be another way.
I really wish people would stop sacrificing themselves for me. It's kind of getting old. And that just seems to be every time that happens to Zeratul. That happens a lot to Zeratul. For a pointless fucking death, because I'm already out of here! You really didn't need to die! Ugh. I'm sorry, that aggravates the shit out of me.
Prophecy has been fully realized, and through a great sacrifice, we have been given hope. A vision from the Zelnaka that may aid us in averting eternal desolation.
Ask for a few volunteer soldiers to hold off the swarm of enemies, and then the rest of your troops get the fuck away, and all of you don't have to die. But no, she kept warping in more men to die.
Make them understand, for only Artanis, young hierarch of the Protoss, can unite our scattered factions as one, before Amon's wrath engulfs the galaxy.
So, that's actually another criticism that I kind of have about this game. How the fuck did Tassadar end up as the hierarch? He's so young. They never really do explain that. But that has been the intro to Legacy of the Void, Whispers of Oblivion. All bonus objectives completed, all work taken care of. Killed as many enemies as I could conceivably do. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all next time. I've been Savage Hound Dusk. And I'll see you when we go into the main campaign for Legacy of the Void and an end to this series of streams.